where we're going. And this is called the Brooklyn Tower. It's the tallest building ever built in Brooklyn, New York City. It's 93 stories tall, over 1,000 feet high. You can see everything. Look, there's the bridge. It's hard to think of a building with more impressive views. And not only is the building pretty cool, the apartments, they're pretty cool too. Look at that, there's a Dollar Tree down there. I had no idea. Plus, you got the little wand right here. Cleans every part of your body except what's in your mind. And we're here to find out if you should live in a 93-story apartment building or if it's too high up and you should live closer to the ground, which man was never meant to leave. That's why he doesn't have wings. I guess the view won't be as impressive as what we get out here. Just look at that. And if you live here, it's impossible to get lost because when you come off the train, right there, it is. Look at that. And the base of it, shockingly, is actually a 100-year-old bank. Yeah, that's right. And it's across the street from the BQR trains. You can see the old bank here at the base. The Dime Savings Bank of Brooklyn. Looks like they're fixing it up. It's gorgeous inside. Here's the bank without the construction stuff, and apparently that's the inside. Absolutely breathtaking. So yeah, the tower is a massive modern monolith, but it's not replacing cool New York architecture. In fact, it's preserving it because now there's a purpose for this old bank because it's part of this new building. And not only is the bank getting a facelift, but this whole downtown area is changing around. Over here we got a whole bunch of shops. There's like a Target and a Trader Joe's and a bunch of stores. Think 34th Street in Midtown, but smaller. Literally, it's all the same stores. But hey, at least it's convenient. But what's so striking about our building is that it's literally visible from every single block in this entire neighborhood. We're also right next to City Point. It's basically a shopping mall. The Target is upstairs, and there's pickleball, overpriced clothing, popular books, and another delicious but overpriced deli. Whatever, between the Trader Joe's and the Target, you have your whole life like right here. It's awesome. And you can even buy a life-size teddy bear. Do it for the internet. And not only do you have the grocery stores, you have a little coffee corner right there. And as I've been wandering around the block, I've been looking for the entrance to this place, but I can't find it. And the building exterior is bronze and glass and steel. Very cool. This is what the main entryway will eventually look like. Such a sweet facade. It has a wow factor to it that most modern buildings just will never have. Do you like being the doorman here?
Yeah.
He does. There's a full-time doorman and he loves his job. And look at this building. This is absolutely beautiful. Again, we can't see everything because it's still being built, but this lobby, this is one of those lobbies that is built to just blow you away. I don't know if this couch is actually for sitting, but it looks comfortable.
Old school dimes. I mean,
those are dimes?
Yeah.
Really?
Replicas. They're not the actual.
They're not real money, so I can't break into the ceiling and pay my rent.
No, you won't. Yeah.
Man, almost had it. This is beautiful. Look at this. It has that classic feel to it. It really does. Now, the final form of this building is going to be absolutely breathtaking. Also, it's going to have a basketball court, which I don't think too many residential buildings have, and this beautiful above ground pool. This place, it's going to be like living in a hotel, but with way better views because most hotels aren't anywhere near this tall. Isn't this awesome? This is a studio, and we're actually gonna see studio, 1 bedroom, and a 2 bedroom, all on the same floor. We're on the 30th floor. And that's the reason why the views here are so impressive. And actually, the little square that we saw first, that's this down here, the entrance to the old bank. You can actually see the dome right there. There's that little square, the Express is over there. I think there's a Chipotle, but you don't care about that. Check that out, do you see it? The Statue of Liberty right out there, isn't that awesome? That be the rest of Brooklyn. Brooklyn's big, we're in the tallest building. And what's great is even though this is a studio, we've got 4 windows. And those are gonna make sure that this whole place is always super bright. It feels really good in here, by the way. And that's because even though it's a studio, you can see we've got this separate hangout area from where the sleeping area is, which I think in realtor speak is called an alcove. Think of it as a gigantic L with the kitchen and bathrooms by the door. Even though it is a 1-room apartment, it doesn't feel like a 1-room apartment. And you have that separation, like if you're doing something with your guests and you guys are hanging out over here, they don't have their feet in your bedroom area. If you're like me, you think that's kind of gross. You want your bedroom far away from the door. You want that separation. You have it here. Now, the gross rent on the studio is this number right here, but there's a couple of free months, and that brings us to a net rent that is right over here. And all of the apartments have laundry machines built in. Bosh. This is a really high-end oven. It's Melee, and this is a very well thought out kitchen. There's lots of prep space on either side of where you're gonna be doing cooking. And so many studios just have the worst, smallest kitchens, but I mean, you got everything. You got a sink sprayer, the water pressure. It's really good. No complaints. There's outlets so you can plug stuff in. And there's also lots of drawers. These are actually the one-touch design, so you press them and they pop out. Look at that. Throw everything in there, your whole life. And of course, the Melee range has a nice Melee oven, brand new, and nice little dishwasher here. You can see nobody has washed anything in it yet. That's why the wrappers and stuff are still in here. But there is this one thing by the front door that I don't know what it is. It's a little box. And, oh, there's a power outlet in here. Maybe you could have your phone charging right there, plugged in here, and then when you leave for the day, it's ready to go. Also, what's really nice, we've got these lights shining down, so stuff that you have here, you'll be able to see. We've got the two-tone deal here with like this shimmering cabinet up top, and then is this, yes. Oh man, what a nice looking fridge. Melee as well. Dynacool. There's even a little tray so that you can have ice. Most apartments, those are stolen. And you know you've made it in New York when your freezer has multiple sections. And I like how with the staging here, they did put this little table. A lot of times people see this part of the apartment and they don't really think it can be used for anything. But the fact that you can have an actual dinner table in your studio across from your kitchen, which isn't also your living room, I think that's a win. Oh, they use real beds to stage this place. This is great. Every morning you're gonna get that insane light. And because we're the tallest building in Brooklyn, all of the apartments here are gonna have views just like this, just facing in different directions. The one bedroom and the two bedroom we're gonna see next, those face the city. And across from where the bed is, we've also got a pretty substantial walk-in closet. I mean, you can sit in here and contemplate your life, or you can put your internet equipment in here. That's probably what it's for. Shelves are pretty good, nice and built out. And I guess if you don't want this, you could have like a dresser or something here. All of the apartments have these fancy Nest thermostat deals. And the bathrooms are awesome. First off, these are incredibly spacious. They all come with massive medicine cabinets. There's an outlet in here, so if you want to plug something in like a razor. And look at this, there's even lighting underneath the sink. Isn't that cool? Bet your bathroom at home doesn't have that feature. Drop something at night, you'll find it. This studio has a standing shower. It's very large. The glass also goes all the way up. I don't think you're gonna need anything else here. This is really nice. Plus, we got the little wand right here. Cleans every part of your body except what's in your mind. But the studio that we're in now, this is the cheapest layout you can get in the building. You can pay more money, you can get a one-bedroom apartment, and we even have some multi-person apartments, which we're also gonna see. So now we're gonna head over to the one-bedroom and see what's different about that, and see if it's worth the extra 1,500 bucks or so a month. So this here is our one-bedroom apartment, and I can confirm that inside this closet, you also get laundry. We've got the rents down here at the bottom, in case you're curious what the prices are with incentives and what the gross is. And right away, you can see we've got a couple of big upgrades. And the first is that we have this actual foyer area with a really nice walk-in closet. And we got this little guy right here for your keys and stuff. And as you walk down the hall, this wing leads you to the bedroom and the bathroom. And then over here, we've got the living room and the kitchen, which are in the same room. And it is a sunny room. We've actually got two views, northeast east and southeast. You can see the bridge over there. And we've got this really cool view straight down the avenue right there. Look at that, very impressive. That's all of downtown Brooklyn. Look at that, there's a Dollar Tree down there. I had no idea. And then there's this massive antenna. Look at that thing. Is that your cell phone service? Yeah, I got some T-Mobile service in here. It's shocking, I never have it anywhere else. But the big upgrade here is that we can have a proper multi-person dining table. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. Looks like something straight out of a magazine. And if you do decide to spend the extra money for this place, you'll be able to do a lot more here. I feel like you could entertain like a proper dinner party. You guys could put on a movie or something, probably right over in this area. It feels like a pretty big sitting area, and there's more space here than is filled up at the moment. And I suppose if you wanted, in addition to the dining area and the hangout area, this could be like a little home office if you wanted to do something like that. And of course, we've got the same awesome kitchen here, same beautiful full-size fridge, nice and tucked away. There's some free waters in here if you come to tour the one bedroom and you get thirsty. Over here, we've got the same deal with the drawers. We've got the Miele oven. This is actually larger. I think there's an extra row in here, but it's the same brand, same style. The cooktop is the same. The water pressure is the same. Same sink sprayer. Look at that. You could clean the stove with it. Don't do that. You'll probably lose your security deposit. The dishwasher is the same too. And the cool thing about these cabinets is the finish that they have on them. It looks like it's gonna change throughout the day as you get different lighting from the windows. But the real reason you're gonna rent this place is because we've got a separate sleeping area. Look at how sunny that is. The windows are facing the avenue. That's why we're getting so much light. And again, everything here faces south. Closet space here is absolutely fantastic. We've got another double closet here. Carpet's a little thick, that's okay. It's a big closet, look at that. You can fit a queen size bed in here, no problem. And I mean, we're gonna have an awesome common roof lounge here. There's a gym, there's everything. But if you wanted to do work from home in your actual apartment and you didn't want your desk in your bedroom, I think this is probably the layout that you should go for. Of course, there's definitely room in this bedroom for other furniture if you want. And I just realized from here, we've got a bird's eye view of this construction site. The longer you live here, the longer you get to watch this building being built. Now, before we go to the 2-bed, 2-bath, is there any difference here? No, I put my coat in here, but I didn't admire this bathroom, and it looks just as good as the other one. Same layout with the standing shower. And I like the two-tone tile. This tile in here, it has a little bit of a different design to it. It's just black versus white, so you know when you're in the shower. How would you not know that? My place doesn't have features like that. What's also cool is this light. Obviously, it's new, but it kind of has like a classic Art Deco-ish design to it. The 2-bedroom feels drastically different than the studio and the 1-bedroom. And depending on how you sort out your finances, this is either the most expensive place because the rent's the highest, but if you're sharing this apartment with somebody else, the two of you are gonna pay half of that number, which is pretty good. Because a lot of times in a modern building, when you see a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, it's like they took the 1-bedroom and the studio and combined them, but this layout is totally unique. And that's because the combined living room kitchen is its own area. Totally, you can have a big TV right there. And we've also got the proper dining area as well, but this is a 6-person table. I don't know if you could necessarily go bigger, but 6 people is enough people to feed in one sitting. I don't know how restaurants do it. The kitchen is identical. The cooktop, the countertop, no real differences here. Everything's the same. The oven size that we have here is the same as what we had in the 1-bedroom. And we've got plenty of nice cabinets. And what's really cool is we have this huge foyer where we again have the laundry machines. We've got ourselves a nice looking coat closet right here. And we've got this bench where you can sit down, take your shoes off if you want. And also we've got the box right here for your keys and stuff with a power outlet. But here's where we have our first major difference. Look at this bath, do you see it? Since this is a 2-bath, one of them is this nice big tub. Look at that. Sink is nice and big. I feel like the lighting in here is a little bit brighter. Maybe that's because these are bouncing off the white tile. Gorgeous bathroom, and the 2 bedrooms are over this direction. And the smaller one here, it's currently set up as a home office, but you can have a nice big bed in here if you want. You know, with work from home being as popular as it is, not everybody wants to have 2 beds in both bedrooms. Some people want this separate little room for whatever they do in here. With these interesting vases. They almost kind of look like cups, don't they? Storage in here, we've got plenty of it, no issues. And the views are changing a little bit because the sun went behind a cloud, but we can see north into Long Island City and Williamsburg, Brooklyn. And this is the secondary bedroom, the smaller of the two, while the larger bedroom, very, very similar to the one bedroom apartment. But I just think it's because they use the same bed and the same mirror. Closet space here, very good. It's like a little built-in dresser, but the cool thing about this room, we have ourselves a nice little hallway, which leads into our second full-size bath. And this looks a lot different from the other one because as you can see here, we've got the 2 sinks. All primary suites should have 2 sinks. You can wash one hand in this sink, and you can wash the other hand in this sink. If you live here by yourself, you can still use them both. Plus the storage here, 1, 2, 3 medicine cabinets, pretty sweet. If you wanna live in any of these, right here you can check out the company website, the Brooklyn Tower. They've got some awesome places. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.